So there are two types of games that I am most excited to see. The first is a scary horror game, and I really am always seeking for that really true, terrifying scare. You know, the kind of real, like subtle psychological terror effect. I really want a game that really terrifies me. And then on the other far end of the spectrum, I'm looking for a game like this one. I mean, it's called Cozy Crunch, and between that and music, I think you can tell what kind of a game this is. It is a very positive, affirming, the kind of game that kind of heals your soul a little bit. It makes you feel better about life, and I think the world needs those kind of games a lot more. And I'm very happy to have found one. So we are going to play this game today. And as you can see, it is already quite well polished. It has a very good settings menu with different volume controls for the different kinds of sound. It's got a full screen, I'm in full screen at the moment, /Windows setting. It turns the detection radius off, which is a gameplay mechanic. It has a language change, screen shake, all of that kind of stuff. And it's really, really great. And the whole point of this game is to get that kind of dopamine rush, that visceral satisfaction of the crunch of a leaf. I'll show you some gameplay now, and we can talk about some critique afterwards. I do have a little bit of stuff I want to talk about. It is a demo version. I assume some kind of Steam or similar version is in the near future, but it's very, very well polished for a demo version, so I'm very pleased with this game, very excited by it. Let's jump in and have a look. So, we are this fairy, this little blue dot, that's our mouse cursor. A new friend, hi there. I'm not sure if we're talking to us or the cat. Anyway, see that little sparkly thing that's moving? That's me, which I can control. Move your mouse to move me near the cat and it will chase me, try it out. The dotted line shows how far the cat can see. You can turn this off in the settings. A little bit of fourth wall breaking there, but that's fine. I do appreciate a good little sort of tutorial mechanism, as it were. Right, so we are the blue dot. This is our friend cat. You can see the dotted line. If we move in there, the cat gets up and starts chasing us with a pretty cute little... It's more a kitten than a cat, really, with the animation and the playfulness and things like that. And we also have a friendly cat with a wizard's hat, but he is sleeping for the moment. And we also have an energy bar in the top left corner. Your stamina bar at the top left corner shows how much energy you have. If this runs out, you start walking. To regenerate your stamina, stop moving for a little bit. You won't be able to run again until the bar turns yellow. Things might seem slow now, but we're going to turn you into an unstoppable leaf-crushing beast. So, let us talk about the game mechanics and follow this convenient flashing arrow over there. What we do is we look for leaves, and then we jump on the leaves and we crush the leaf. Let's just wait for our generation. You can see a leaf there that has spawned in, and they do eventually spawn out. Let's jump on one. And it makes a satisfying crushing now. And we also pick up little leaf bits, which is basically a currency that the magic cat is willing to take from us. If we jump on a bad leaf, it goes squelch, and we don't like it, and it actually slows us down a little bit. So we only want to really jump on the green leaves. Dunk, 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 dunk. And now, we also have quests. I don't know what triggers the quest menu. Let's jump on this mushroom and see if it triggers it up for us. Or do we have to be told about it before it comes up? Okay, there we go. So, we also have quests. We need to jump on leaves. Okay, what's in? So it seems if we collect enough leaves, we will get stronger. Hover over the quest for more details. Maybe there are other hidden things around the map too. Right, so yes, if we pick up 30 leaves, we get extra stamina. If we pick up 100, it extends how long the leaves live for before turning grim. And 40 leaves will give us faster stamina regen. We also pick up other things. If we find a large bush, well, 3 of them, we'll get more leaves spawning. If we find these mushrooms, we can speed up a little bit if we find 3 of them. And these pumpkins will slow down how quickly our stamina is drained. If we can see a mushroom over here, we just have to jump on it and we pick it up. So now we have 1 of 3 mushrooms. Oh, miss my things like that. We seem to spam hearts after we jump on a leaf, and I think that speeds us up a bit as well. So if we are out of energy, jump on you while we're happy. So while we're having fun, oh, we found a nut. We're out of energy again. We only have 15 leaf bits. So let's jump on a few more leaves. We've left all of our bits behind. Fortunately, the bits don't seem to disappear, so we can go back and pick them up. Hey. Regen stamina a little bit. We need to head back up and chat to our wizard friend. Oh, was that a gross leaf? Oh dear. Let's walk around the map a little bit more. There's another nut. Oh, I see a mushroom on the left there. Regen stamina a bit. Let's get these 2 leaves before they turn grass. Nice. Bonus. Mushroom. Come on, kitty. It's a bit tricky to... Let's hide the quests. Hey, that expands out our screen a little bit. Oh, there's a pumpkin over there. Let's get some leaves on the way back, and we can head up to the wizard cat. Check out the upgrades, and I think that'll be it for the gameplay section of the game. We've got a pumpkin. Oh, boost the regen. Nice little square field of corn over there. A big fan of corn as my choice of carbohydrates, but I mean, it works. I like the little trot when you run out of energy. It's very, very cute. Alright, so we talked to the wizard. We can buy sort of increased range. We can buy some extra stamina. It'll make our life a little bit easier. You can see the range is much bigger now, and our stamina bar is much longer, and we're going to get more as we complete the other quests and so on. So we can really, max out the difficulties of the game and make it more satisfying to run around and all of that kind of stuff. Right, which is it for the gameplay. So that's all I'm going to talk about there. So if you're just here to watch the gameplay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because that boosts engagement for me and for you. It trains YouTube as to how what sort of videos you like to watch, and I think that is a good thing. It's quite a useful thing. Right, so that is that side of things. Let's talk about the critique now. The first thing, okay, let's go through the usual elements that I like to talk about. And we have a really good UI. It's got some good controls. It's got some good buttons. I think that looks like a Discord button. It's a settings menu as they go back to the main menu button. We've got our little details here. It's kind of themed in the sort of the pixely art in a way. Yeah, so I mean, full score for the menu. Full score for the art. I love this pixel format. It could be a little bit finer for my personal favorite kind of things, but I mean, as a general game selection, this is amazing art. It's absolutely perfect. So full marks for the art as well. I have skipped the sound because I want to talk about that. And the gameplay. The gameplay is fantastic. You're running around looking for satisfying things. And that's really where my critique steps in. The first element I have is that the game kind of promised itself in itch.io as we are going to give you the satisfying leaf crunch sound, the ASMR leaf crunch sound. And that's really what I came running to see how the game does that. And it is a good sound. Let's jump on a leaf quickly. But it is just that sound, and it's the same sound every time. I would have liked more effort on the sound. Um, First of all, just to make it more satisfying. I mean, that's pretty good, but I feel it could be better with more sort of layers and depth to it. It's difficult to make a recorded sound as satisfying as the real kind of ASMR of touching a real dry, perfect crunchy leaf and scrunching it, in your fingers or underfoot or whatever. I mean, that is hard to emulate, and I think the game, because the game is promising that as its mechanism, it needs to do more effort on actually achieving that sound. So yeah, a bit more sounds, and I think a helpful element there would be to have a number of different crunchy sounds, all different layers of them. So there's one that goes and one that goes and one that goes, those kind of things. Obviously, I'm not very good at emulating the sounds, but it needs the different sounds, and then as you crunch a leaf, it should randomly select between which of the sounds it plays. So if you crunch two leaves together, you get the two sounds on top of each other, and that kind of thing. So it needs more variation in the leaf crunching sound. The sounds of the little picking up the little leaf bits are very, very good. I also quite like the sounds of when you pick up the sort of the quest items. It's not bad. I don't know if it could be a little more satisfying, but really this game has to be about satisfying sounds. I think that's quite a fundamental core mechanic, and to move on from the demo, I think it needs more work done on the sounds. The music is lovely. I love the sort of this gentle music in the background. It might be a little more lo-fi, I don't know, to get that real satisfaction in it, but it's pretty close. It's sufficient for the level of game that it is. Yeah. And then the only other critique I have is I'm a little confusing about the multiple different mechanisms. I was at first, because you're collecting your leaf bits to buy things from the wizard cat, and you're collecting the leaves to pick up for these quests, and you're picking the other items to pick up for these quests, and then there was like a magic leaf that I jumped on that turned the wind on, and there's other things that look collectible but aren't. I don't know if they become collectible later. It's there's multiple paths to picking items up, to improving yourself, to upgrading. I'm very glad to see the fact that there is upgrading, because that is quite a major satisfaction driver in games. And I think that's probably clearly why the dev has included it in this, is because people like to upgrade their character. So yeah, to really get that that dopamine flow. I was at first a bit confused by the multiple routes, but I actually, in retrospect, think it's quite a clever idea, because the more different collectibles you have, the more you have the dopamine of collecting collectibles. And it's a very difficult balance to have that lots of things to collect, but not having your character become too overpowered too quickly. So yeah, I guess my critique, my criticism there is just to make sure you don't overdo it and become overwhelm the player. But yeah, you definitely want more of that. So I mean, really good work there. Good game design. Yeah, I mean that's it. That's really. I think the sounds need a bit more work, but other than that, this game is absolutely fantastic. A really good, comforting dopamine flow. I'm going to play it a bit more now, and I really do heartily recommend it. The link will be in the description. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.